What does contribution mean to you? Contribution can come in many shapes and sizes. Most people contribute either money, time, or knowledge, but as a dietitian boss, you can contribute all three, and that feels really fulfilling. I'm Libby Rothschild, founder and CEO of Dietitian Boss. Welcome to our channel. Our program empowers dietitians and nutritionists to create their own private practice from scratch and emboldens already established practitioners to think bigger. My method provides a step-by-step process to improve how you market yourself on social so your practice can become far more profitable, help more people, and create an everlasting impact. Today, I want to talk to you about our amazing client, Fatimah, who epitomizes what it means to contribute. Fatimah's mother and grandmother were both doctors and made a very good living at it, but Fatimah recalls that they never had time. They were always on call and they weren't around nearly as much as she would have liked. She, on the other hand, became a dietitian because she didn't want to follow their footsteps and be so overworked. For Fatimah, contributing time to her family was more important than contributing money. She had tried the corporate world for a bit, but it just wasn't for her. In fact, most of her successful girlfriends who worked in the corporate world and made good money hated their jobs. Fatimah didn't want to be that person, so she chose a different path. Fatimah took time off work as soon as she found out that she was pregnant with her first child. Fatimah loved being a dietitian, but working in clinical had her overworked and underpaid. And she thought it was best to take time off and take care of herself and her baby. At that point, Fatimah's husband held the financial reins of the family, and Fatimah would decide to become a dietitian boss 4 years later, when her firstborn was 4 and her youngest was 2. At that point, she thought her kids would be okay with her having some time for herself to grow professionally. For Fatimah, money goals were very important. She saw contribution in terms of giving her time and knowledge, and she never saw herself being a big earner like her mother and her grandmother. She became a dietitian because she wanted a more flexible lifestyle. She didn't want to be overworked and sacrifice time with her family. Now, she had given her children all her time, and she was ready to contribute the knowledge she had acquired through all the years of schoolwork to her future clients. When Fatimah decided to become her own boss, meaning a dietitian boss, COVID hit. But she did it anyway, and it was well worth it. Fatimah says that one of the best rewards she got from becoming a dietitian boss was that she now was able to contribute financially to the household. She says it takes a lot of pressure off of her husband because he's no longer the sole provider. As someone to whom contribution is so important, being a dietitian boss has made it possible to contribute time, money, and knowledge. Because Fatimah is working in her own virtual private practice, she makes her own schedule, which allows her to spend as much time with her children as possible. In fact, she says that she schedules work stuff during her children's nap times and only works about 2 hours, 2 days during the weekdays. On Saturdays, she runs her groups, which allow her to contribute all the hard-earned professional knowledge she's acquired. Fatimah is a contributor of time, money, and knowledge. She epitomizes what it means to be a dietitian boss and is a superstar wife, mom, and entrepreneur. If you want to be a dietitian boss like Fatimah, watch this video about how to sell on social so you can grow your private practice using social media from the comfort of your own home.